hypnagogia, hypnopompia. What does it mean to be in a hypnagogic state? What does it mean to be in a hypnopompic state? Have you ever experienced any of these? Do you even know what I'm talking about? Sure you do. You just might not know that you know. Anyways, keep watching and find out more. Let's see if I can't help explain some of this confusion that some people experience when falling asleep and waking up. This confusion, to me, is also a key factor in communicating between the minds and staying or becoming lucid in your dreams. Let's see if I can't do a brief little thing here. We'll do a line here. We'll say right here. This is where you're awake still. Okay, all this is awake over here. All that. All this is awake time. Okay. And then you have sleep, but it's not right away. So we'll put it over here. Sleep. Okay. And your sleep time is this going forward here. Okay, so that's your sleep time. This is your wake time here. In here is the confusion between going to sleep or being awake and going to sleep. So, what is this area called? And why is it important? And why is it confusing? Okay, here we go. This would be a I can never say it. Hypnagogia. And when you're in a here you go. When you're in this state, this is the state that you're in actually. When you're in that state right there, and what do they say? You can Google it if you want to. Oh, geez, what's going on now? But anyways, when you're in that state right there, this is the confusion area. Okay? This is when you start to have voices pop in your head. You know, you're going along and all of a sudden you hear a phrase maybe, you know. The guy went to the store. And you're, whoa, what? And somebody says, you know, what did you just say to me? And the other person says, I didn't say anything. Oh, okay, because you're falling asleep. You might see something and you say, oh, wait, what happened just then? Did you see that? No, the other person, if they're around you, no, they didn't see it. You're falling asleep. What you're doing is, in this state right here, in this land, you are seeing things and you're falling asleep. So you're starting to dream. I often tell people, if you want to pick a dream subject, start paying attention to the images and the sounds that pop into your head in this area. And when you get something you like, jump over that line and fall asleep. But because you spend a certain amount of time in this area here, before you actually fall asleep from being awake, people can be confused on what's going on. Now, if you really want to get some confusing stuff, let's go the other way. Let's see here. Okay. Whoops. Messing up my graph here. Let's go this way. And we'll say, now what? We'll say we're sleeping. Okay. And so everything on this side now is sleeping. Okay. And what do? We're going to wake up. So we go from sleeping until you're consciously awake. So everything in here, now you're back conscious again. Your wake life. Just like here, you knew what was going on, and now here you're awake here. You know. And so, what is this area between you're dreaming and everything's perfect here, or you don't know you're dreaming and you don't understand it, and then you end up waking up, but there's a certain area here. That's the land you're in coming out. I'm not going to try to say this because and that would be the stage sleep that you're, or not sleep, but of consciousness, of mind, or whatever that you're in. Okay, it's basically the same as this. It's reversed. These are all words that I've learned as well too, just to match up to what I've felt because of what people have coined or termed out there. So these are your two words: hypnagogic and hypnopompic. But in this one, it seems to be even more confusing for most people, because this one, when you're coming out, you're still getting the dream. Here, you're going from conscious to wake, or from conscious wake to unconscious sleep. So, here you fall asleep at, here we'll go 2200 hours, okay, 10 o'clock p.m. You fall asleep, but you don't actually fall asleep until maybe 10:30, okay? Well, there's 30 minutes of time there that you're in this, okay? Let's say your alarm goes off at 5:30, okay, or 05:30, and you hit snooze, boom, okay, so let's say you hit snooze twice, so your alarm goes off again at 05:48 for your 2 9-minute snoozes. In that 18 minutes, you're in this state. Perhaps you still may be asleep, but either way, you might. These are just examples. Don't hold these times to. I didn't want to put any numbers. I hate to put numbers on my graphs, because then people say, "Oh, well, you said I have to wake up at 5:30 and spend 18 minutes in this state." No, I'm saying as an example, you could spend this time in between the snooze button and you waking up, or whatever, in between you falling asleep and you actually fall asleep. Whatever those times may be, don't pay attention to the times per se. But during that time, you are very likely to hit these stages of consciousness. And when you do, if you can pay attention to it, it'll be very important to your key to lucid dreaming. The reason why these two stages are a key to lucid dreaming is for the simple fact is, you have consciousness in these stages most of the time. In this stage, you're falling asleep, you might get a little jerk. Oh, wow, wake yourself back up. You might incorporate something else into a conversation that you're having on the telephone, but you're really falling asleep, or whatever the situation be. You start incorporating this stuff into this world. In this way, coming back, you're incorporating your waking world into your sleeping world. So you're dreaming and everything. All of a sudden, you're trying to incorporate your conscious world. And so you start trying to talk, and all of a sudden you're saying something from your dream and not making any sense. Somebody may say, "Hey, are you awake?" And you might say, "The cloud was jumping." What? What cloud? What are you talking about? Wake up. They say, "Wake up." And you say, "What over there? What happened to them?" Them who? You're trying to talk to this person, you're waking up, and they're not making any sense, and you think, "Wake up, you're just not, you're get out of here, you're not making any sense." And then the person leaves or whatever. But that's the hypnopompic state. These two stages, look them up, research them. I try to stay away from the science, because a lot of science has alternatives that can be shown. But anyways, these are your two stages you want to be in. You want to make everything lucid in these stages. Enjoy your dreams. Like I always say, good night and have lucid dreams. Stay hypnagogic. Don't stay hypnopompic. This is a lot better than this to be in, actually. If you could stay this way rather than this way, it's a lot less confusing here than it is here. But once you get it, this is just as less confusing as this can be. Although this is a lot easier to handle than this. So enjoy your sleeping. Good night and lucid dreams. Thanks for watching. For more topics, please visit my Facebook page at www.facebook.com/mylucidlife.